I mean, ridiculous. How am I supposed to act with a tennis ball?
Well, it's just for eyeline. Just pretend it's Josh.
Oh, no. I'm here, Hound. I don't mind reading with you. You got the real deal. Okay, what scene are we on?
No thanks. I'll stick with the tennis ball.
Okay, I'll be right over here. Dick.
Transformers. Josh, thanks for your time. I saw it last night, very lucky. Lennox is back.
Yes.
Did it take a lot of convincing to come back?
They asked me back. I had to think about it for a second, but then of course I was like, yeah, I want to do that. I've had more fun making these movies than anything else. I really have. It's been like, it's a different experience than anything else.
Were you peed off not being in the fourth one?
Well, I was a little bit hurt. I felt like they were kicking me to the curb, but you know, at the same time, I understood it. They want to reboot the franchise and you know, start fresh. So, and I was okay with it. I'd done 3. I was okay. I needed probably a little time out. But I have to say, when I got that phone call, I was like, yeah, I'm in.
Is it true originally Spielberg picked you and said, I want that guy?
He actually did. I got a call from his casting director, who said, you're not going to believe how this all happened, but Steven saw the episode that you did on Vegas where I came back from war and it was suffering from some PTSD, and he recommended to Michael that he should see you for this, and he liked you for it. And I was like, what? That's just such a, you know, I couldn't even believe that was true. And I said, how do I thank him? And so she patched me through to his house, and I sat and talked to him.
And you're actually talking to him?
And I talked to him at his house and thanked him. And, you know, I look back at that now, and that's an actual true story. That actually happened, and it's amazing.
It's madness. The Las Vegas experience, I know for me in Australia and the Irish audience too, you probably sold a few flights to Las Vegas by being in that TV show.
Yeah.
The tourism board must have been very happy about that.
It was a fun TV show. It was a little crazy at times and a little bit outrageous, but we had a lot of fun making it.
But filming there must
We didn't shoot there, though. We shot in L.A.
But the outside bits, there was never a time when you went to Vegas?
We were never in Vegas. Actually, that's not true. We shot the very first episode. The pilot episode we shot in Vegas. Okay. After that, everything was shot in L.A.
Make-believe Hollywood.
You know, it was this giant set that they built that was, you know, it looked like a giant casino. And then they were able to paint, you know, all the buildings in the background.
Speaking of that, like this film itself, the IMAX 3D, I don't know whether you've seen that experience yet. It makes you feel sick sometimes.
I saw a little bit the other night. We were we were in China, and I got to see like the first 20 minutes of it, and it's amazing.
The operation is over.
We're not giving up on Prime, okay?
I want to stay, and I want to fight them.
For my world to live, yours must die.
It's kind of an assault to the senses.
And is it all green screen, or how much of it is real, you in the desert and you running around, all that sort of stuff?
Well, it's pretty much all practical. I mean, there was a couple things, you know, that ship that comes up out of the water, that was all, you know, a practical thing that we shot on, but there was a bunch of green screens around us so that they could build out the rest of the ship. So there's green screens here and there, but for the most part, they build all that stuff.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Your son's getting a little bit older now. Is this the movie he's going to see, the first Transformers?
He's going to actually come with me to Chicago and watch this. I'm not sure if that's a great parenting decision.
What does Fergie say?
She's cool with it. You know, she's fine. She knows that if it's too much, I'll just take him out. But, you know, his cousins are going to be there. He's excited. He loves, I mean, The whole idea of swords and knights and the whole
The
thing.
toys. Do you
loves
get
that.
do you get a load of free toys for it?
Yeah, they give me free toys. That's one of the best perks of being in these movies.
The free toys, of course. Now, just correct me about something I've read. I've got to know, do you make the best lasagna in the world?
I make the best lasagna in my household.
Okay.
I'm not going to put it up against the world, but it's pretty damn good.
Yeah. What makes it special?
I perfected it in college. Well, I just have this perfect mix of spices. I'll tell you exactly how I make it. I make it fairly healthy. I make it with ground turkey, and there's a specific tomato sauce I use, and if they don't have it, I make it taste like that.
Wow.
So I mix that, and I boil the noodles, put the tomato sauce, cottage cheese,
Cottage cheese.
noodles, cheese, mix mozzarella and cheddar or whatever, and then do it again, like make 2 layers of it, and it's so good, man.
When do I
we
get
eat
the
it? We
invites
eat it
to
for like
come
a
over?
week after I make
Is there
it.
an invite to come over?
Whenever you want to come over, you're
Thanks.
always welcome.
Thanks for your time.
All right.
Nice to meet you, man.
Take care.
100.3
Radio Nova.